It's been at least 1 month since I've sat in this location across from that warehouse trying to make money with one of many of my side hustles. But listen, if you're interested in food delivery, is this something you should consider as well? It's driving for Gopuff because there's no restaurant waits. There's no all these customers trying to find a table. There's no, oh, we just got the order, we're just placing it right now. I'll get a ping when I get a bin assignment. A bin is just literally a bin. They put the little bag of stuff for Gopuff, and then you go in and get it. And then you just have to deliver. Now with Gopuff, as I look at the warehouse, it's a flat rate per order. So you're not, well, frankly, on any of these gig apps, by the way, hi. I should do the intro. My name is Mike. I help you make money in different side hustles. You're going to want to subscribe. Now with this, there's bonus pay, but I've never really seen bonus pay, okay? And on any gig app, the base pay is not going to make you the money you want to make. Trust me, I've been doing this since 2015. Base pay is going to make you like, really, honestly, as low as like $10 to maybe $15 an hour. But base pay plus bonus pay on these apps is going to get you the 20, 25 plus that we want here. Now with Gopuff, yes, it's flat pay per order, but then there's tips. Now, there's tips on other apps, but I've seen some decent tips on Gopuff, and it all determines how many bins do I get. Bins equals drops to different customers. How many bins am I going to get, and will they tip handsomely? My last shift was not really good. It was a month ago. And there was a lot of drivers here. They were waiting. I think we already have one driver waiting. And then the shift before that, I did really good. I made a good amount of money. So this is like the swing shift. How's Gopuff going to be today? Let's find out together. All right. And what we like to see, exactly this, 3 bin requests. So no, it's not awful. I'm finishing in Squirrel Hill, going back towards the uptown, downtown area here in Pittsburgh. I jump on the Parkway. It's going to take me, what, 4 or 5 minutes. That's not bad. Not bad. Now, compare that with Walmart Spark. I mean, Walmart is the worst. I'll say that. Walmart Spark is the worst in my opinion. Comment below if you agree. That you always have to come back to a Walmart or a Sam's Club. I mean, that's it. That's who you're picking up from. And yeah, they're adding a few other locations like Advanced Auto and others. Yeah, that's cobblestone. Welcome to Pittsburgh. Let me make this delivery. And then, yeah, I think it's only 5 minutes away. And we'll keep the money rolling. That was a triple bin request. $5 tip, $6.59 tip, and a $3.99 tip. That's ideal because I'm always going to have to come back, like I mentioned. But I don't want to do one request, come back. One request, come back. All right, we got one. It says, you've been assigned bin number 1. Is that it? Hopefully not just one. Let me click on see trip here. Come on. Oh my gosh, it's 1. And it's a little further away. This is why we have to experiment and get a good sample size over a couple of weeks and months. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. And you're not going to get an add-on bin, which is unfortunate. I really wanted another triple bin request there. Something happened like 8 minutes ago that's never happened before on any trip, on any app, on any niche, in any marketplace that I've ever done gig stuff before. It's never happened. Okay, so I'm driving again here in Pittsburgh. I'm headed towards my drop-off zone, and I'm approaching from the warehouse, approaching the Baum Boulevard exit where I need to go. Convention Center exit, downtown exit to my left. Baum Boulevard, that's what I'm taking on my right. There's a couple of lanes of converging traffic there from us on the on-ramp, and then another on-ramp conversion. So a car in my lane, the rightmost lane, there's a left lane, and then there's an exit lane for the convention center on the left. The car on the right decided right before they just kind of passed all the, like right before they passed all the exits, that they must have missed their exit in the far left lane. Wow. And they hit their brakes. They hit their brakes on the right-hand lane. This is a faster flowing kind of area of road. And they stopped. They basically stopped the flow of traffic to try to get over to this convention center exit on the left. The car behind them, this is like insane, stops because they see it in time. There's a car behind, and I'm like, I see this happen in slow motion. I'm like, this guy's trying to cut across both lanes in a fast-flowing, converging area, a lot going on. The car behind that car just brakes. So the car behind that slams on the brake. It's like expounding. Slams on the brakes, and then the car behind that, not so lucky, slammed on the brakes. This is right next to me now, right out my window, and slams on the brakes, tires screech, and they hit that car that's like right here, like in front of me. It was a maroon, newish Bronco. Those like kind of just came out. It was a newer car. When I first started this in 2015, it was here in Pittsburgh, and the money, I was doing rideshare, was really good. Now, fast forward a couple of years, when I was doing food delivery in San Diego, I had lost a job because the company I worked for went under. So I needed the money because that company couldn't pay me and other employees because they went bankrupt. So I was stressed for money. We've seen stats like DoorDash and the others reporting that some workers, there's a percentage of the piece of the pie that are doing gig work because they're financially strained. I just want to tell you, don't push it on the road. You know, I've been there where I've been stressed. I need every penny. I'm like, I was broke. I mean, let's not skirt it. I was dirt broke. You know, don't push it on the road. You're not going to squeeze in another trip, another ride. If you do, it's going to be marginal. It's going to be marginal. And you're going to put yourself at risk, you're going to put others at risk, because mistakes can happen to anyone. I made wrong turns with rideshare. If you make a wrong turn, like that driver, you got to eat it. Sorry, you made a wrong turn. Sorry. You know, don't do that, because that driver who had to skirt over, I don't even know where they went. I think they just went straight. I think they just said, forget it, but they still stopped. Don't do that. Eat it. You lost. Sorry, you made a mistake. You know, it happens. You're human. Keep going. The GPS will recalculate. If you have a passenger with a rideshare, sorry. You know, if it's too late to safely maneuver the vehicle, doesn't matter what Apernich you're on. So yeah, it happened right next to me. It didn't seem too violent, just an unfortunate rear end collision because someone made a dumb decision. All right, pulling back in, got a request immediately. I haven't seen it yet. What do you think? 1, 2, or ideally 3 bins? I have no idea. 10 seconds, we'll find out together. Let me pull off into my favorite little spot here. And it is nothing. What is going on? What is going on? They must not have been ready. Or they must have forgot part of the order or something. They had to re-pull it maybe. Or maybe it's just a glitch. The realest delivery vlog you're gonna get here, folks. So listen to this. I guarantee this is gonna happen on any delivery app. I'm getting to this delivery location. Single bin, which is wonderful. And I get out of the car and I hear a dog barking. The house is on like a steep hill. You know, it's our streets here in Pittsburgh, we have a lot of hills. So the house is like up there, so the stairs are pretty steep. And it's a pit bull. Okay, now, yeah, I know what you're thinking. All I'm gonna say is I know that dog is fast. It is faster than me, and it probably doesn't want intruders like most dogs, even the little tiny puffy ones. So what do you do? Because the dog was right at the bottom of the front door. So you have to go up the steep driveway, up the steep stairs, and then up to that house, and the dog's like right there. I took one look at the little thin tie-out thing that I was on. I didn't even want to approach the home, to be honest. I did, and I just put it at the bottom of the driveway. Never cross paths with a dog. I mean, it's up to you. It's your call, but most every time, dogs are inside, okay? But you'll have this. Amazon, Walmart, Shipped, DoorDash, any delivery app. Don't cross paths with a larger dog. I mean, again, whatever breed or size dog, it's up to you. And I'll just tell you this, folks. I was walking our Morkie, and our Morkie got attacked by a poodle. A very large and can be a more aggressive breed. Okay, I'm not a dog expert, okay? Hear me out though. And that poodle was outside the front of the yard, and dogs are animals, folks, you know, became territorial. It was on a tie out, but it was on a little thin tie out that the owner even admitted was not the best kind of tie out, and it snapped the tie out. The dog broke loose from the tie out and attacked our dog, and our dog almost died. And I had to carry our dog, who had puncture wounds along the whole side of her body, back to the house. Okay, it's a sad story, but our dog was as a champ. She maintained such a good attitude and survived, and her behavior-wise didn't change. I mean, dogs are pretty incredible. When it comes to your safety, don't risk anything. And the guy actually came out, and I'm glad he did, because I told him, I just looked at it, I waved and said, hey man, I just put it down here for you. I didn't want to get in the way of that. And the dog is still barking at me, and he laughed. He understood. Make that delivery in a safe location where you can. Take the picture and be on your way. All right, and that's what we like to see, a triple bin request to finish. And they're pretty close by, which I like. So let's take a look at the numbers here. So 2 shifts ago, it was pretty good. Last shift was pretty bad, but it was like a month ago or so. So 12 p.m. until 2:30 p.m. on this shift here, $46.66. That's a gross revenue per hour, $18.66. Frankly, I would have been happier with more. I mean, clearly, right? So would you. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, 18, it's not awful, but remember, folks, this is all pre-tax. Save some of this money on any app in the gig economy for taxes, by the way. But I really would have liked like 23, always 25 plus. That's our goal here. Now, that's not awful here. I did 8 deliveries. I did receive 8 tips as well, but this is the big thing. I only averaged $2.58 average customer tip. That's per drop, right? I mean, I average $4 to $5 tips on food delivery. Comment down below kind of your average tip. But $2.58, for whatever reason, that is not where it should be. And remember, I mean, Gopuff, it's their base pay, which is, it's like next to nothing. It's not that good. Base pay plus customer tips. If there's bonus pay, I'm sure there is. I've never really seen bonus pay doing Gopuff so far. Business miles at 24.3. So I did okay efficiency wise. And this is why you need to find an area of your marketplace, ideally that's super dense. From, well, in this case, the warehouse, and around that area, is it really dense? Again, we talked about having a radius on Gopuff. So it's a little bit better in that sense than other apps. $1.92 a mile. It hits our threshold for you of $1.75. So I don't hate that number, but again, the gross revenue I feel was a little low. Based on those miles, I get a tax deduction of $15.19. Let's talk about it. All right. So Walmart Spark has recently moved down my list. I'd say close to the bottom third of opportunities right now. Gopuff. It was, I guess, a month or so ago in the top third of my list. Now it is bumping down, certainly. 18 an hour, it's not bad, but I don't know. I mean, DoorDash could do better, some food delivery. Uber Eats maybe could do better here, but I would say right now it's kind of in that middle of the list here. Now, if you want to learn how to grow, scale, and choose the best options here, then again, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. If you're currently subscribed, thank you for being here. You're in the under 100K club. So again, thank you. If you got value in this video, let me know by dropping a like. It does help out the video and the channel, and it really does help a lot. So I appreciate that. You can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you, and I'll see you in the next one.